you guys all fucking lost faith, doubted, abandoned, but this week has come full circle and he has been redeemed. Motherfuckers, Star Fox is back.
Genuinely surprised.
Monkey from Monkey Ball?
No. Anyways,
yo, Monkey Ball confirmed.
Star Fox is going to be in the new Mario movie.
Is he voiced by Chris Pratt?
No, better. He's voiced by fucking Glenn Powell.
I don't know who that is, but when I saw you post that, for a second my brain went, Dennis from Always Sunny?
I mean, you might remember him as the long-fingered boy from Spy Kids 3D, like the one who showed Junie how to like use the mechs.
You would be wrong in assuming I remembered that.
He also was in Dark Knight Rises. He got his head like smashed into a desk by Bane.
I didn't watch that movie.
Wow, you've never watched the Nolan Batman trilogy? What's wrong with you?
I go outside.
Oh yeah, you don't like Batman. Cringe. That's right. And he was also Hangman in the Top Gun sequel. He was really good in that.
Also haven't seen it.
I only remember Tom Cruise and what's his name? Not JT Miller. He was Mr. Fantastic and Unfortunate. Yeah, Miles Teller. Thank you.
LT Smash.
Anyways,
but hang on. But did he ever play the guy that cues the roll call on Castranger?
Maybe.
You reached up into space for that one.
Come on.
Connect. Loading. Broadcast. Perfect.
Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster Ultra Guard.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 577. Is it
Soloist?
Good try. It's Solosis, I guess.
Oh, Solosis.
Yeah, I have Solosis after this.
It's episode Green Embryo Orb. Speaking, we were just talking about before the episode about freaking All for One getting unalived into an embryo, and now the Pokemon of the week is literally the embryo Pokemon.
That is one of the most creative evolutionary lines in Gen 5.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna catch a Solosis. I'm gonna name it All for One. See if people get it.
You know what? I'm gonna nickname my shiny that right now.
All right.
But yes, so Star Fox is showing up in the Mario Galaxy movie. I'm very excited. It sounds like Star Fox is on its way of making a grand return after not being a thing for like 11 years.
What are you talking about? He has a good career in Super Smash Brothers.
I saw that post you shared that you might be getting another game as well, maybe?
Yeah, we might be getting a remake of Ocarina of Time and then a new Star Fox game this year. So that'd be exciting.
Is this finally the era where Nintendo remembers their primary franchises exist?
Yes, we did, Gar. We did get a remake on 3DS 15 years ago.
Oh, it wasn't that long. Oh, God, that was half my life.
Yeah, 3DS came out in 2011. So
I also already before this announcement even happened, I already had my ticket bought for April 5th, so I'm going to see the Mario movie that day.
Yeah, no, I was on the fence of seeing the movie, and then they announced Star Fox is showing up in it, and I'm like, well, now I have to see it in theaters.
See, now I'm of two minds on it. On one hand, I'm like, why did they spoil this instead of letting people just discover it? But on the other hand, Lane just proved the exact reason why they did that.
Yeah,
because
like,
people were just sort of like, eh.
And it's just going to be a post-credit scene or a quick cameo, probably. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just them going, hey, we're going to make like a Star Fox movie, and which I would be 100% down for it.
No, Lane, 100%. They don't have faith. They don't have that much faith in Star Fox.
I don't think...
Dude, the community's been freaking the fuck out over this.
Let's just say this. Mario and Donkey Kong being in a movie together and Donkey Kong getting his own movie, I believe that. Star Fox?
Here's the thing.
No,
Let's also remember that they are making a live-action Zelda movie as well, so there is precedent for more Nintendo franchise movies. So Star Fox, I wouldn't say is fully off the table, but we're clearly ramping up to Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, we're on our way to getting a Smash Brothers movie. That's gonna be fucking sick.
We getting an F-Zero movie?
Fuck no.
I mean, you can just watch the F-Zero anime. It's pretty good.
Where his girlfriend is Samus Aran.
Oh my God.
Goggle, I also wonder where Detective Pikachu 2 is. Like, the first movie did well, so like, what the fuck?
There doesn't need to be a sequel. It ended.
Anyways, this has gone on long enough. If you happen to be tuning in for the first time, thank you for checking us out. We are a team of space dogfighting furries who get together every week to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Is that what Star Fox is about?
yeah. It's
about being on the dinosaur planet.
no, that's one of
dinosaurs.
the joke's on you, Gar. Star Wars, but Star Fox Adventure was originally a game called Dinosaur Planet, and then it wasn't doing well. So then they just said, "Hey, let's just slap
pulled a
Star
Doki
Fox on
Doki
it,
Panic.
and we'll make it better."
Fucking Captain Stairfax temperatures over here.
That's why when you play that game, it doesn't feel like a Star Fox game.
Holy fuck! I had another joke prepped and it's fully gone. That fucking derailed me completely. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Gar. I love you. I just not expecting.
Yeah. All right. I was doing the fucking intro, so we get together to talk about Kamen Rider, Project RED, and a third thing.
Red.
You can Project shut up. Got him.
More like Project Bread if you don't shut up for a second.
I need some Project Bread.
Go to Bread.
Go for some Project Bread. That should be the April Fool's video.
There's got to be something out
Project
there.
Project Bread.
There's got to be something out there that's called like Project Bread.
No. I'm just picturing like someone getting an action figure of Gavan Infinity and shoving him into like a bread bag. It's like there it is.
No.
Project Bread.
You know what we need? We need the porn parody, Project BRED Bread.
Oh no.
Oh.
There you go. Way to go.
Guys, what does getting bread at Olive Garden mean?
Anyways, it's almost a reality, everybody.
All right.
I
Anyways,
don't want to live in a world where Brie Larson's in a Super Smash Brothers movie.
No, well, yeah, Rosalina's been like her dream role forever.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, she's played the fuck out of Mario Galaxy like a lot.
I mean, it's not her first time playing a powerful woman from space.
Don't remind me.
That's true.
Don't remind me.
She has a type. Anyways, this week,
typecast.
we are talking about Kamen Rider Zets episode 27, episode 6 of Gavan Infinity. And our featured topics are episodes 15 and 16 of Sentai Daishikkaku, or as the Go-Go Loser Ranger, Rejects, all of those titles suck.
Yep.
Ranger Rejects, it works. It's better than Go-Go Loser Ranger.
Sure. But it's
I like Sentai
distant second.
Daishikkaku.
All right.
Sentai, I don't give a fuck because there is no season 3.
All right, well, before that, we have some news.
News mode.
You don't have to say it. There's a fucking sound effect.
I've been saying it ever since you started doing that, and I will not stop.
All right.
Won't stop.
Well, the biggest...
Anyways, everyone remember Jiraiya?
He's back in Gavan form.
He's now a space sheriff. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, Power Rangers already did this with Sheriff Skyfire.
So
yeah, I love it. It's Gavan Raya, G Raya.
Yeah, clever. Fuck you.
Good job, Japan.
Wait a minute. Name's Raya, and he's the same colors as Kamen Rider Raya.
Oh yeah, huh?
I don't know that that's on purpose. This guy's more of a purple, where Raya was very pink.
But it's the same color scheme, though.
I don't think so. Listen, there are only so many colors out there, okay? Eventually there's going to be some overlap, even if I don't think this does qualify.
Anyways, if Decker was here, which he is surprisingly not, which I'm actually shocked that he isn't here.
Busy. People have live. Like, oh, sorry, that was my mic.
They know when this podcast is.
They know when Friday is.
I work an 8.5-hour fucking shift on Fridays, and I still come home to do this.
What's your excuse? Working 10 hours a day?
That's
I'll work less hours.
Decker, I think he said that this is like now his like new favorite design, which like honestly, this is really cool. Like I just love that they're like, hey, let's just make Jiraiya a fucking space sheriff, and it's like cool.
I feel like this has to be a Power Rangers reference.
My favorite part of this announcement is this throws wide the gates in terms of other Gavans we can get, because now any metal hero is on the table. We could get Gavan reboots of the Bee Fighters. We could get Gavan reboots of the Winspectors.
We got one with the ant.
Hear me out. We could get Gavan Lady Battle Cop.
Oh, you know what? I actually never thought about Gavan Amaise being a callback to fucking Beetleborg's Metallic's bug-out forms.
That's right.
Oh, he actually looks better in red.
So, yes, we have Gavan Raya, and apparently he uses the Keeg Emor gear, which is the surprised emote, because Kigu is the word for surprise.
And you know
surprise, motherfucker.
And you know he's a big deal because he gets his own, like, badge.
Which sort of looks like the Tenso logo from Gozyuger.
A little bit. I like how they've got the, like, Japanese artistic style clouds around it.
It's very purple. Very purple.
It am very purple. So yes.
I represent all Barney initiatives.
Wow. So Gavan Raya is a new ninja Gavan that will debut in the series, likely in April. So we have the Emor Gear Gavan Raya set. Comes with the Kigu Emor Gear and the...
Oh, he's going,
his own version of the Galactic Federal Police notebook and license card, which you can attach to the Gavarian blade.
Oh, because he uses the Gavarian blade.
So for those only listening to the episode, someone in the group chat just posted a GIF of Prince.
Yeah, Purple Rain.
So I now like to consider this guy the space sheriff formerly known as Jiraiya.
Yeah,
he's gonna capture your fingerprints. Want to do what?
I don't think so.
All right, everybody.
I don't get it.
So the Gavan Raya set is 1650 and April 18th release, and then we have the Tokusatsu action figure Gavan Raya, highly articulated, 160 millimeters tall, 30 points of articulation, 2 weapon accessories, 4840 yen, same day release, April 18th.
A pose of him with his arms crossed fucking goes super hard.
Now,
you know what? Maybe it's a reference to Gao Gaigar, because he also had a purple ninja robot buddy.
Maybe.
Now, like, I get the idea with the design, because obviously it's based on Jiraiya. What makes me sad is he has the same fucking weird metal Speedo that Gavan Infinity has, so that kind of ruins it for me.
Oh, space taper.
It just, I don't know, when I heard there was going to be like a fourth one, like I saw the teaser poster for it, it's like, okay, that's interesting. It's going to be a ninja too? All right, that seems interesting. And then I just see the design, I'm like, you guys didn't even try, did you? This is
not the fourth one, by the way. We're long past that. We have the bronze and purple one from the episode 1 flash forward. We have the ant. We have Death Gavan. Yeah.
But like the fourth like teaser poster that we had. So it was like just to see the design, I was like, oh, I wish they tried harder with the redesign.
All I know is that I hope him and Bushido fucking team up, because that's gonna be sick.
That would be cool.
Sheriff Sentai Gavan.
The samurai and the samurai theme and the ninja theme Gavans just fucking team up for like a Hisatsu. That'd be fucking cool.
I love the design of the Keeg Emor gear. It's so weirdly funny and cute, especially the emotional burst mode where it's just like, ah, I'm so surprised.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally see Aaron voicing this thing. Guys, buy some of the more gear.
Oh my god, that's fun. But yeah, so now we get to speculate and wonder about what other new Gavans we're gonna get. It was already pretty wide open after the goddamn ant, but now we know we can get other Metal Heroes in as new Gavan reboots.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked to see like what other Gavans they're gonna think up.
Gavan Orion, and it's just Shishi Red Orion. No changes to the suit. It's Shishi Leo Orion.
Could you imagine if they did make Gavan versions of Sentai suits? That's an interesting possibility to consider too.
It's possible.
Kabutak would be pretty cool, like a heavy armored like space sheriff.
I like that there's been a lot more discussion in the Discord server lately about Patran maybe turning into a Gavan in some way.
No, I want Gavan Brian from Winspector. I want Gavan Brian.
No, we need to have Gavan Baikel.
Michael,
we need Gavan B Stag
Gretel
and Redbeat.
Gretel.
That's my favorite joke ever, where everyone's like, Lane, they're not called Green Beat, Blue Beat, and Red Beat. I was like, oh.
They're not?
What?
Yo, Gavan Blackbeat would go hard.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, what about freaking like the evil like space sheriff of like Hokkaido?
I was just thinking Hokkaido.
He's not Metal Hero. He's his own IP.
You're your own IP. Go sit in the corner.
Movie. Did you watch this movie? This movie was fucking sick.
It had an evil castle off to the left.
Well,
yeah, off to the left of the Toei logo.
If anything, you do Top Gunner from Mattelder. At least that's in the Metal Hero franchise.
Top Gunner Mattelder, shut up. I'm just kidding.
Gavan,
wow.
No, guys, 4 words. Gavan Lady Battle Cop.
That's what I already said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would love that. Just bring back Lady Battle Cop.
Gavan Person, Jan Person.
France, why are you the only ones who get a 4K fucking copy of that movie? Give it to us.
Gavan Jeb, where it's just Jeb the talking dog.
God damn it.
As a space sheriff.
Yeah, like I get okay, see, oh yeah, right. The freaking Jiraiya was played by Gavan.
Looks like Kenji Oba.
I think that's Kenji Oba.
That's what I was thinking. Oh. Well, yeah, if it's the original Gavan, then yeah.
Oh, for an episode.
For an episode. Oh.
Anyways, that's so cool.
All right, very cool. Moving on. We touched on this a little bit last week, I think, but now we have the images of the SH Figure Arts V3 bike, the Hurricane Legendary Showa Riders Edition.
Oh, I hate that it doesn't match his color scheme.
What are you talking about? It matches his belt.
The tiny blue V on his belt? If that even is blue, it's hard to tell from the image.
Oh, it's green. But it looks so cool, Lane.
No, it's a very cool looking bike. I just wish it matched V3's colors.
Yeah.
You know where he drives around, Lane? Dirt.
The quarry?
Okay.
You know what? You know what doesn't stand out in dirt? Green.
Why not? Dirt's not green.
Also, I love this photo because it's fucking beautiful, man.
Sprouts wings, though.
I love that the bike has a fucking windmill fan in the front of it.
Also, there's apparently 3 different colors: one red, one blue, and one yellow.
Huh. Oh yeah, there are different colored fans. Interesting.
Interchangeable windmill features. I don't remember that part.
The fucking bike had forms before a Kamen Rider did.
Dang.
Well, I mean, if you want to get technical, Ichigo and Nigo both had form. I'm using air quotes in audio podcast, people. Form changes.
All right,
like
so
their suit designs changed, but it's like they didn't really change.
Those are mostly for production reasons. Anyway, so this is V3's personal rider machine, 190 millimeters in length. The cowl and seat sculpting has been updated from the 2015 version. Handlebar articulation, side stand deployment, and rear wheel suspension extension.
Sorry, Ichi, I'll let you finish before I say what I want to say.
Clear parts are used for the screen and the Typhoon windmill windshield on the front of the cowl, and the Typhoon is equipped with newly interchangeable windmill parts with blue and yellow windmill interchangeable parts to recreate scenes where the windmill color changes according to speed. Interesting. Interchangeable wing parts, rear wheelbase, joint parts to connect it to the Tamashi stage, and interchangeable hands. Premium Bandai web exclusive 9,900 yen September release.
I like that it comes with like sure that like the bike has a foot stand, but I also like that it comes with like a plastic clip on for the back tire so it can actually like stand up straight. I wasn't here for the Hibiki bike. The Hibiki bike also looked pretty fucking great.
The Hibiki?
But I just love this one photo here because it looks like it's just your regular bicycle with like armor around it.
Now,
I mean, kind of is.
Do you want to see a perfect example of a bike that matches a fucking main rider's color scheme? The fucking hard boiled there from Double.
That's a solid design.
Mwah. Mwah.
That looks pretty garish.
I like it. Fuck you.
It looks good from the front.
But the cool thing about it is that the green part comes off to attach different things to it.
I know, but as an actual prop though, like as an actual motorcycle, it does not look good.
Looking at this picture, you can tell like just like where they like painted it green.
Exactly.
I mean, sure.
But yes, the Hibiki. That's we've dubbed TVK's bike.
Come on, guys. He rides around in a chopper for fuck's sake.
You can play as that in in the Battle Ride War games.
No.
All right.
Yes, am I one of you? No.
All right. Very cool. Next, Black RX Action Control DX Henshin Belt Sunriser.
Cool. So we're getting Black RX's belt. That's neat.
So.
It even does the fucking effect when like the belt opens and it does like the bars and shit. That's fucking cool. Yep. Oh my god.
So this combines the gimmicks of two transformation belt toys released during Black RX's broadcast, the Action Control DX Rider Henshin Belt and the Black RX Light Up Henshin Belt into one toy with added sound functions, resulting in a new DX Henshin Belt toy for Black RX. Features both the rotating and light up function of the left and right circles from the Action Control toy and the internal mechanical light up function of the Light Up Henshin Belt toy. Includes transformation pose recognition function with the included wrist bit. Striking a transformation pose, the belt reacts, activating the transformation sounds and LED lights and rotation. After transformation, by moving the left hand in front of the belt, it will activate revolcane sounds.
Cool.
That's his sword.
Yeah, you know.
The top of the belt.
Just making sure each in it.
I know the revolcane, bruh. You think I don't remember the sword he pulled out of his dick? The top of the belt features buttons that will activate sound effects such as the RX kick sound and the transformation deactivation sounds, and it features you can change into Kamen Rider Black's other forms, Robo Rider and Bio Rider, and activate their unique sound effects.
Hell yeah.
Premium Bandai web exclusive, 22,000 yen! September release.
Yeah, this isn't even considered, this isn't a CSM like Black RX spell, it's a DX one.
Oh no. Oh, well, it's sort of like Ichi said, they took two toys that existed back then
and made one toy
it to become like one toy.
But yeah, it's the fact that it does the effect of like the bars, like showing like the interior of the belt when it like he's henching. That's so cool.
Oh, so like flat. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like solid normally, but then like the bars light up on it.
Yeah, I always love that effect in the transformation.
I don't know why. I always interpreted that as like it was like flipping down open, and those bars and lights were on the inside of it, but I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is like the Black RX belt to get.
I think it does open up.
I don't think so. There's one image where it shows the bars and lights, but nothing's opened up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's super cool. I can't wait to see like a video of this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably like a classic type of thing where like,
yeah.
like all the lights are on the inside. And Like the gold plate itself is like thin enough where you see the internal lights.
Exactly.
We should talk about Black RX's premiere this year.
I'd be down. I like Black RX's design a lot.
That's up to you, Captain Schedule.
Well, no, we're going to talk about Beast King Go Line because...
We're talking about Mass Rider. More Mass Rider.
No. I already watched for that once. I do not want to watch...
You don't have to be here for it.
Like, the whole point of me being here now, the whole point of having Fridays off starting in April is that I get to be here for the whole show. Not just for news.
Okay, so then we'll talk about Mass Rider.
Still no.
We need to see Verbus drive a van, Gar.
Again.
Yeah. Anyways,
speaking of things making a comeback.
Yeah, so another thing we briefly touched on last week, but now have the formal news post about, is the Gozyuger Polar Beginning special revealing the previous Gozyuger team that he worked with.
I can't believe Aizen's in it as Gozyuger. That's so cool.
Well, let's see. What a man who has a tough face but is kind-hearted and caring older brother-like figure. Known in the mixed martial arts world as the champion Golden Tiger, he has fought against Kumand multiple times. That is apparently his...
You just call him Kumand?
That's what it says.
Kumade.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I still can't get over we're getting fucking Atropos from Gotchard and freaking Savala.
Oh yeah, what's her? A girl genius who remembers everything. Midoriko.
Let's not jump around. Let's go through this in order. So first off, obviously Kaiki Kimura is reprising his role as Mashiro, and then as the old Goju Leon, we have Koki Niyama as Seiya Aoto. Oh, they're doing the thing where their names have the color in them, of course.
That's cute.
Seiya Aoto previously appeared in Gozyuger's 27th episode. He appeared to have an important role in Kamade's past. Okay, so he was in the show before.
Yeah, he showed up because he talked about like a flashback, and then he was like saw Gozu Leon. He's like, oh.
Right. Then we have Itono Okita, who was Atropos and Gotchard, as Midoriko Itokiri, who is Goju Eagle, a girl genius who remembers everything. She exhibits powers that rival any adult, but she also has an innocent childlike side. Said to be a healing presence, she played an essential role in uniting the Gozyugers. So it's just Atropos again. She has special powers.
I see that photo and my brain just goes, if this was an English dub, that would be Dexter's voice from Dexter's Laboratory.
You are stupid.
goes up to Kamade. You are stupid.
You're stupid.
Then May Angela, who was Sabala and Saber, as Misaki Kurobane, Gozu Unicorn. A double-faced character who is a fortune teller and a killer.
Oh.
There's a deep reason why she calls herself a killer that relates to the climax of the story.
Oh, she's gonna be end up being like the final bad guy or some shit. She's gonna betray the team.
So it's just Sabala again.
Sure.
Motoki Fukami as Naoto Kitora.
I already said his thing.
Yeah. Ki for Kiro, yellow, and Tora, that's why he calls himself Golden Tiger, because Tora is tiger.
Lane, do you think that's his actual son he's holding in that press photo?
Maybe.
Because remember, his son would have to be like at least, when Rube came out, like 9 years ago?
2018.
Yeah, so like 8 years ago. That could be his kid in real life, because when he had the kid, it was like baby.
I just hope he does some sort of Aizen. I just hope he does some sort of Aizen or Orb Dark Noir Black Schwartz kind of pose as like an Easter egg reference. That'd be awesome.
No, watch him be over the top when he transforms.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, think of it. He turns into Tyranno, who's yellow, calls himself the Golden Tiger. So maybe like the Golden Tyrannosaurus Tiger.
I'm just happy to see his actor again.
7 points out an interesting thing. We have to remember that in this special, Kumade is the Red Ranger, so he's the only one who doesn't have a name that matches his color, because he's Shiro.
Yeah, we didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah. It would have been interesting if his other name had red in it, because then people would have maybe clued into this being a thing.
No, but that's why, like obviously, there's some reason why, like, when he wins the whole battle, like, he changes his entire fucking like Sentai look. He's like, I want to be white and a polar bear.
I feel like I wonder if it's a thing where like he gets chosen to be the Red Ranger and he's like disappointed of it because it's like, oh, but I'm Mashiro, I want to be the White Ranger.
Oh. And I saw a screenshot somewhere, but apparently, like, the girl, like, Gozu Eagle, apparently she has like the Kuma, like the little toy thing, as like a toy.
Oh,
so maybe it's like her toy.
Maybe her powers are what brings him to life.
Well, that's what I think. I think it was like he keeps it as like a memento from like. Honestly, I think Mashiro has something each from like them to like remember his old team.
Maybe I don't know.
Like his jacket.
Yeah, like his jacket reminds him of like Golden Tiger, and then he has like Kuma from her, and then something probably nothing from her because she's a killer, so she's probably betrayed.
Betrayal.
I'm just thinking of that Looney Tunes thing. She's a killer.
That's him. That's him. The killer.
The killer.
So featuring
He's
the tagline, previous generations reunited. The spin-off is written by Keiji Hasegawa, who worked on Ultraman Nexus and Gotchard, and wrote episodes 27 and 28 of Gozyuger, cool. And will be directed by Shun Miyazaki, who did the Gozyuger supplemental plan, and directed the special Gozu Polar opening from episode 16.
That was the sickest shit, dude.
Right?
That opening was so good.
Funny that they went with Ultraman Nexus and not Ultraman Dyna for Hasegawa.
Yes, Ultraman Nexus, Canada's Ultraman.
So yes. Gozyuger Polar Beginning is releasing April 19th on TTFC.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to watching this.
Yeah. It'll probably be like half an hour.
Yeah, I'll be like
that. It'll most likely be 30. I mean, hey, it'll probably be at least better than the bonus lab special.
If it's better than the Ram special.
All right. And
I still haven't seen that yet.
And speaking of previous Gozyugers, apparently Maya Imamori has resurfaced on social media.
Yay, good for her.
Happy to see that she's still around.
Her first post just being, I live, bitches.
No, her first post in a while is just dog.
Dog.
Oh, yep, there it is.
That dog looks very freaked out to be getting its picture taken.
It's also got this very similar hairstyle to her. So she has returned with a new Instagram account at Imamori_Ikusei and a TikTok with just at user bunch of numbers. But she's confirmed that she's not on Twitter at this time. So anyone who is supporting her can follow her on those accounts.
Remember Star Wars? Remember how much Star Wars fans hate people?
She thanks her fans
for what would happen to her.
She has thanked her fans for finding her account, and after launching, she has read all of the supportive comments, messages, and opinions. Fans are asking for an explanation of what happened, but right now she cannot address that. As for future activity, she has set a strong goal for herself and will work hard towards it to become independent and take responsibility for her actions and words with sincerity and strive to earn our support. She understands there will be opinions about her and takes it seriously. She has confirmed that she has no plans to return to the entertainment industry or join any production company as an actress and is currently focused on her studies. In her Instagram and TikTok profiles, her description reads real estate broker Imamori. Interesting.
I mean, when your talent agency basically kicked you under the fucking bus.
Yeah.
I understand why you don't want to come back.
Of course. It's interesting that she's going to be studying to become a real estate broker. That should be fun.
I'm just looking up to see when the next Blu-ray set for Gozyuger is supposed to come out. June 10th.
We'll see how much of it has changed.
Let's see. What episodes does that include? Probably includes the last batch of episodes. It doesn't say.
I think was it 26 or 27? That was a lot. What was the last episode with her in it?
It was 30.
It was 30 something.
35.
35.
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't say what episodes. but I'm hoping she can hopefully make like an independent deal with Toei TV Asahi to make like listen, you guys can use the original footage of me and we can make this Blu-ray set like what it was supposed to be. Like what Gozyuger was supposed to be.
No.
I doubt
That's
we'll
illegal.
ever.
How's it illegal when it's her as a person?
Yeah,
well,
but
I'm sure there's something in her contract somewhere that would prevent this. As much as I would love to see the footage we didn't get to see, I strongly doubt we will.
Hashtag clap your hands for the original cut.
Release the Unicut.
Release the Maya cut.
All right. Well, in any case, we're happy to hear from her at all, and congrats to her on resurfacing, hanging in there, and being alive primarily. And sounds like she's already decided on a new path. So we all wish the best of luck to her with that.
Yes.
And that is the news.
Alrighty. Well, I gotta go.
Okay.
I have someone else waiting for me on the sideline.
Okie dokie.
All right.
But I will be back as a full-time Castranger next week.
Whee!
Oh boy!
For our as we talk about the 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider.
Why did that sound less exciting?
Stay Sentai, everyone. Wait, did I just say stay Sentai? Wow, I haven't said that. Like, wow.
Now.
Old news, Gar. Sentai's dead.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm on it.
Good morning, Zets!
Wow. I gotta say, Dawn's character is pretty wild.
I don't really buy the character and the acting job he's doing so far. Is this too much to say? Like, I know,
can do everyone.
I understand that the point of acting is portraying different characters, and actors are free to explore arc characters that are fully outside their standard normal archetype. But man, can I not look at that face and see all of his other characters?
Well, that's why he
he
has blonde hair. That's why he has blonde hair, so he can like really make himself different.
This feels like there's probably absolutely no basis in reality on this, but the vibe I get watching him with blonde hair, being all smiley and energetic, this reads to me like a man going through a midlife crisis trying to recapture his youth.
I don't know. When I saw Dawn's like as a design, like the first time, like the suit, I was like, okay, I'm not a fan of the suit, but I feel like the character himself is going to be like super fucking cool and interesting. And from my perspective, I was right. Thankfully, like I think his character is like really fun. He's just like that shot of like him, like that shot of like going into the like his like nightmare hell prison, wherever the fuck he is, like that was super cool.
I'm very fascinated to find out like the story and the lore of like what the hell is going on with this like Persona 5 Mementos ass jail nightmare world that he is apparently managing.
Oh yeah, no, he's got a I think it's called like a I don't remember the actual name of it. It's like some kind of like a Chinese type something pistol, but like
the Derringer
for it's like the
is it the Derringer?
The nickname for that maybe, but the nickname for that specific pistol is called the Broom Handle because like I've seen that gun used in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So because like when I saw him,
Luger?
Yeah, the Luger. But yeah, when I saw him like load that gun, like the way he loads it, I was like, oh yeah, it's just like in Snake Eater. So that's really cool. And I love his sunglasses he wears too. I wish he kind of wore those all the time. So sorry, one more thing. Just like I know you were saying like, oh, I can't see him without seeing every other character. It's like I have to disagree on that because like when I see like him as the principal from Forze, yes, I see him as Tachibana from Blade. But then when he plays Grody, Like he's all in makeup and like a hat and shit, and that looks different. I did not recognize him as Garen at all. And then this, yeah, he has like blonde hair and wears sunglasses, and like I could definitely like see him as a different character. So
I just get this is a weird tangent for me to go down, but looking at the 4 major characters we know him as, I get the vibe of like Tachibana Garrett or Tachibana as Garen is the actor like, all right, I'm out in the adult world. This is me trying to hold down a job. Then him as the principal from Forza is, I finally have a stable career. And then him as Grody is like, I'm getting old. I need to stave off death. And then him as Zieg is, I'm a party dude recapturing my youth. What up, fellow children?
Well, no, I think this is just him. He auditioned for the role, and Toei loved him so much that they're just like, hey, like we want you to do this role. He's like, cool, I'm gonna have a fucking ball with it.
I would love to know. I would love to know the reason he was cast as this. It would be so fascinating. Maybe it has to do with some aspect of his character we haven't seen yet, because he literally just showed up. We have the whole rest of the show to discover what his deal is. But
I just love that, like his main like henshin device and weapon is a sword, but then like outside of when he's unhenshin, he just uses a gun. It's like, oh, okay.
It's a weird choice, but I mean.
And yeah, he's wearing a bathrobe. He's wearing PJs with like a belt wrapped around like his waist, and I'm sitting here like, again, like I don't like Dawn's suit design, but like the character Zieg is just fascinating. Like I love this guy, and the fact apparently he's related to like that. I think Project Somnia was
Code Somnia. They said he was some sort of like rogue element from this project that Code was doing.
You know what I think this is? I think this was them trying to turn a nightmare into an agent, and it just did not work out. I think that's my theory, is that he was a nightmare that they were trying to turn into an agent, and then it just didn't work.
It could also be the opposite. It could be them trying to give the powers of a nightmare to a human. All we know so far is that he is a nightmare. Because when he henshined, it said Nightmare Rider, and that was in his character bio.
Also, it's terrifying as shit seeing like them fighting in the dream world, and you just see like it keeps cutting back to Baku just like twitching and like getting like flinching like in real time, and then you just see him get like sent flying fucking back like in his dream, and I was like, holy shit.
When you get knocked back in the dream, you get knocked back in the real world. Apparently.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. Like imagine you were having a dream so intense that actually fucking happened. Because like, you know, like there's cases where like sometimes like you'll fall out of the bed like in the middle of the night or something like that because you're having a dream where you're falling. So like that shit's terrifying. Also, yeah, that's a new thing where apparently if you get the same type of capsum, you can just stack its power.
I fucking love this. No, we've been saying
why wasn't this introduced? Why wasn't this introduced early on in the show?
No, this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense because we're doing the story again and we're improving on it. We're going over the same thing but in an improved version. This is perfectly paired with the idea of the capsums powering each other up. This is the perfectly on-brand way to expand the gimmicks being gacha related, because what we're seeing here is uncapping units in a gacha mobile game. In most gacha games, if you get the same unit multiple times or the same weapon multiple times, you feed one to the other to make it stronger, to increase its level cap. So that's exactly what's happening here. He's got multiple impact capsums, and you feed one to the other one, and it becomes stronger. This is also, gacha mechanics perfectly executed, and I love it, and I can't wait for him to expand on this even further.
Also, it's just kind of funny because like he's like, oh, I'm keep getting the same ones. I'm like, yeah, because this is the point in the show where you would have gotten these capsums for your power set. So
well, I think the idea is he already had them all when he was coming into this an episode or two ago.
No, but I know he got them from his premonition, but I'm saying like where he was in his dream right now where he is in real time, like, is where he would be getting his like new capsums for his new forms.
Yeah.
So,
But as we've seen, we are apparently just going to skip all of the nonsense Nightmare of the Week plots from the premonition.
Also, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, obviously, I'm not like super bragging about this because it was kind of obvious where they were going with it. But yeah, I was right. Baku's going up to Nox, being like, "Hey, I hate code too. Let's join up."
This is so fascinating because anytime we see like an anti-hero rider who starts out as a villain, 99 out of 100 times they end up becoming a good guy. But this is fascinating in how different it is, because technically Nox Odaka, his allegiances, his goals, everything he's doing, none of that has changed. What has changed is the allegiance of our protagonist. So it's not that Nox became good, it's that Baku decided that Code was bad. And that's a very fascinating way for our two primary riders to join forces.
Also, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Zero decides to do as a countermeasure to Dawn, because obviously Dawn showing up, it was not expected, and this is apparently really bad. So 3's like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And Zero is just like, oh, don't worry, I'll think of a countermeasure. And now I'm sitting here being like, can't wait to see what this countermeasure is going to be.
Yeah, so clearly Sieg has been something that Code has worked on previously and tried to like shut up and keep quiet, and then Sieg for some reason broke free and is now causing this mayhem.
Also,
before we get too far into the actual meat of the episode, I really love the bit from very near the start of the episode where it's after the initial ass whooping that Dawn gives everyone, and Baku wakes up. It's like, all right, so we have a new mission. Hold on a minute, I have to look up some English words. Wait, why? Because all of my missions start with an English sentence. So he just pulls out a fucking translator. It's like, unmask the enemy. And then we see it written out as we have in all of the episodes.
And then they all go like the not the enemy.
That I love that, because it almost makes it like, so was he seeing those logos in his dream?
Yeah.
And yeah, 7, the RPG fan in me does automatically want to say the countermeasure to Dawn is Kamen Rider Dusk. I would love it if they did that.
That'd be really cool. Also, I noticed the thing. It might be nothing, but I also wouldn't put it past them. So there's a scene where Zero's calls up Baku, and he's trying to like talk to him. He's like, "Hey, this Dawn guy's really fucking powerful. You're gonna need our help. We can give you backup." And Baku's like, "No, fuck you." But if you notice, Zero has the same phone as Baku does, but it was in a white and gold color. And I'm just sitting there like, potential color scheme for Zero's eventual rider form? Maybe?
I didn't pick up on that, but I think that's a possibility.
That'd be really fucking cool, man.
It could just be
a different colors phone, and I'm like,
It could just be as simple as, oh, this is the Commander version. But then
exactly.
But then let's remember Decamaster. He had his own version of the SPD license, and he turned out to be a Ranger.
Exactly. So like I look at that and I'm just like, okay, because like, what if Zero is like the countermeasure? That'd be cool.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because like it'll be a thing where like he like right now they're trying to get 5 and 6 to handle this, and now 6 is out of commission for the time being because she got her ass kicked like badly, and 5's like really pissed off about it and like goes up to 3. He's like, don't you give a shit? And 3's just like, no, fuck off. I don't care.
Code has proven, like, even if most of this is in Baku's premonition, but Code has proven that their agents are pawns that are to be spent.
What are 5 and 6 even doing? Their best.
Which is not much right now.
Yeah, so then 5 and 6 are gonna fail. Then they're gonna send 3 out, and like, because someone in the Discord made an observation in the opening. You know when you see him like with his tongue out and he's pointing the gun? He's behind Zero in that shot. Technically, he's pointing that at Zero.
I don't know.
So I feel like something's gonna happen with 3 that's gonna make him go like fucking crazy, and then he's gonna like do something stupid, and then he's gonna get himself killed, and then Zero's just gonna finally be in that like that, to quote Thanos, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
I do feel like we could head towards 0 going, "Fine, I'll do it myself," but 3 also being a rogue agent after both 4 and 7 going rogue feels a little like we've done this plot already.
No, but exactly. If the one thing they have not done yet, and this is a spy themed show, double agent. We need a double agent thing to happen. Always happens in these like type of things.
Oh, you know, I hadn't thought about it, but that could be the angle they execute it from.
Yeah, so obviously there's more to shit with 3 that we don't know, because like he's keeping his cool for now, but like there's way more to him. And I feel like the opening's kind of hinting at that.
I still
they would not have him doing that.
I still can't fathom why they would do that, because it's confusing, and it's all it does is prompt us to theory craft, and then whenever reveal happens, just like, yep, we called it, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I at least for me, I've noticed, like, when I get older, just like I predict shit in shows and movies all the time. I'm like,
that's not related to getting older specifically. That's just related to we've seen so many shows and experienced so many stories that we understand the tropes of fiction.
That too.
So apparently Sieg has this like Mementos Persona 5 ass nightmare hell prison city.
It really is something out of Persona.
It looks okay, I forget what they're called, but it looks specifically like the worlds from Persona 5 Strikers. Not when you would go into the jails, but there would be like secret locked rooms that you would go to before each major boss fight, where you would like relive their flashbacks and experience their traumas. I forget what those rooms were called, but they would have like a mini boss in them, and they looked exactly like that, where they were just like cubic jail cells stacked in every direction.
You know what I kind of want now? I just want I want someone to like edit in, like every time we're in like the code base, like in Baku's closet, you just put like the theme of the Velvet Room just in the background playing when they're just this, like that'd be great.
Just as Baku's pulling capsums out. It's infusing his personas.
That song plays at work sometimes when I'm playing like my video games music stream, and like a couple of my coworkers are like, that song goes really hard. I was like, it does.
Yeah. So as Locke in our chat is saying, Sieg is running what we can simply describe as Nightmare Fight Club. Nightclub?
Also, okay, so I just like, so the Shadow Nightmare, what episode was he from, like in the premonition?
I don't remember the exact episode number, but that was the one where
15, okay. So I don't know if you noticed, but Sieg said something to Shadow. He's like, oh, do you remember you got your ass kicked by Zets? And he's like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so none of the shadows knew what happened in the premonition, but Sieg has seen what happens in the premonition somehow.
Yeah.
That's very clear.
Yep. So I'm sitting here like,
so
who are you, dude?
All we know about Sieg so far in terms of his motivations is he saw the premonition and decided, why are we going to experience that again? Let's make things more exciting by changing it up. And here's how we do that. Apparently, that involves taking the nightmares from the premonition. We saw him use Shadow and Wolf, and apparently what he's doing is powering them up and sending them out to attack Baku and everyone in just more fun and interesting ways.
Yeah. I also like when Baku like finally beats up with Nox. He just hands him the recovery cup. So he's like, yeah, you were looking for this, right? Here you go. Go do your thing. And Nox is just like, what? What? No. He's just like so taken aback.
I don't want it like this.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like he hates that Baku's like helping him achieve his goals, and he's like, no, I want to do this myself.
I want to be edgy about it.
It's you know what Baku's doing? Nox is on his own like single player adventure, and Baku's like backseating his playthrough. I've done it before. Nox is like, no, I want to do this legit.
The Nox driver's in this dungeon. Go get it.
I'm still like curious. It's like, is he just gonna skip over Nox Knight entirely and just go right to Kamen? Because like again, when he in the premonition, he just has the belt, and we don't know where or how he got it.
All we knew about it is that it was made by combining data from the Zets driver and the Night Invoker.
Yeah,
but the Night Invoker they had to steal from Code's like secret room.
The lady made it for him, huh?
That would make sense because remember, Lady had her like Lady Gauntlet or whatever the fuck, which is like the black reskin that she used to summon nightmares like Pokemon. So I think what happened is the gauntlet she uses is like the original device, and then she made the Nox driver based on that design. So if it is a case of let's work on this stuff together, where Baku and Odaka are teaming up, I could see it being the case where Baku goes to Lady's base and gives them the data from the Zets driver, and they just make the Nox driver right there, and maybe they don't even need the Night Invoker.
I'm also super curious where the lady's gonna be like involved in all this now, because like we have like Sieg showing up, Code's doing like trying to do a new thing, so now like the lady, like I know the lady's like goal is, oh, I want to wake up like my daughter and protect her and shit like that, but like now that like all this shit's happening, I wonder if she's gonna be like, what do now?
I think the most likely scenario is that Baku ends up teaming up with Odaka and the lady, because A, Nem is there, and rescuing Nem has been his primary motivation for the last little while. So I could see it where
2, 4, and 7 versus 0, 3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, and we still don't know where Agent 1 is in all this.
But no, again, he's gonna be the movie writer.
No, I think it would be funny if the movie is just like Agent 8. Code number 8.
This guy's the real code number 7.
Oh.
Just like with the Zeo movie, where you'd like, I still love you predicted that shit.
Panera brings up an interesting point. What if Dawn is agent code number 1? That would tie back to my thought of like maybe he's not a nightmare that became humanoid. He's an agent that got turned into a nightmare.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it out loud because I feel like that would be like too obvious to do for a plot line.
This is a show where we theorycraft, but I think that's very possible. Where like as Code was just discovering the existences of the nightmares and trying to figure out how they can harness their power to counteract them, the same way that every Kamen Rider uses the powers of the monsters as bases for their own power sets. It could be the case where Sieg was the original Agent 1. And then got corrupted by the powers of the nightmares and became the Sieg we see here.
I can already see like the scene where like Sieg shows up at like the Code base, and he's like in the room where Zero is, and like he's like, oh, hey, look who it is, and then Zero's just like Sashiburi Nana, code number 1. And it's like, so
there you are, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, what if Zero and Sieg were brothers?
That'd be cool. I would not be against that.
What I'm very interested to learn more about is, okay, so we talked last week about how Sieg, the character name, comes from Siegfried, the dragon slayer of mythology. There is clearly some sort of dragon nightmare in his sword, and I can't wait to find out what that's about.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. We might as well just get to like the Dawn Henshin. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the Henshin I think is very, very cool. I'm not a huge fan of like the Breakum Dawn, the device. It's okay. I really don't like the way of henshining being splitting swords apart. It's just Kenzan again, and I didn't like it then either.
Yeah, but the chime and like
Henching
cool.
always feels more impactful when you're like putting a gimmick into a thing, or when you're like cranking a slot that's on the side of the belt, or or like slamming a button or something like that. You know what I mean? Pulling swords apart from each other, being the action that initiates the henshin, doesn't feel as good. But I will say, visually, the effects on Dawn's henshin are very, very cool. Also slightly gross with the like bloody bits all over it.
Yeah, and then like the straps like strap the blood down onto them.
Yeah, I feel that's like sealing the power within kind of thing.
And I do like it goes like punish at the end. So that was cool, like the Nightmare Rider. And I was like, ooh.
Apparently that capsum that he uses is punish.
Dawn is called Blood Game. Oh. Liquid spreads across the entire suit is the dimensional fluid known as Blood Game that comes from the characteristic ability of the capsule. Okay, cool.
Very cool.
Yeah,
and I get like the horns because I guess it's like based on a version of a dragon that has horns. But as I said previously, I just don't like the way they're positioned on the helmet.
No, me neither. I was okay from like the front, and then I just saw him turn his head, and I saw with the angle they're on. I was like, no, I can't.
But other than that, I think the suit is very solid. Like, given the asymmetrical suits we've had in this series up till now, I think Dawn overall hits home a lot better in that it's not asymmetrical. It's. I'm still not a fan of the non-belt design, but I hate this less than the other non-belt suits.
Yes, he has a pretty sick debut illness too.
Oh yeah,
like freaking Baku tries to fight him like with plasma, and then he uses booster out of nowhere. I'm like, where'd you get that from? Wouldn't that be still in the Zoroider that you sent away?
It's safe to say that he probably did more gotcha pulls off screen that we didn't need to see all of.
I don't know though, because isn't the booster like a one-of-a-kind capsule that's only used to power the Zoroider? So I'm like, Who
knows? Maybe they all come out of the fucking gotcha machine.
I guess he would have gotten in the dream. I just assumed he put it back in the bike because he only used booster I think 2 times, and then he didn't use it again.
Well, if he's got it, there's no. For my bike. Well, he doesn't have his bike anymore because he kicked Zero out, so there's no reason for him to have done that.
No, but just my point I'm trying to make is that like booster powers the bike, so he shouldn't have it if it left with Zero. Anyways,
maybe it's just like a spare battery scenario. Anyway,
maybe.
So yes, as part of his attempts to negotiate with Odaka, when the Shadow Nightmare is. I never really fully grasped the whole, I guess Odaka was trapped in the dream world because of the Shadow Nightmare. I guess that's what was happening. So, as it is still, even though the Shadow Nightmare was, in the cage until the whole Fight Club scene where Sieg let him out to play. So I guess Nox was trapped inside of a dream caused by a nightmare who was itself also trapped. That's kind of weird to think about. But yeah, so Shadow gets let out, and then Baku attempts to fight him the same way as he did in the premonition by using plasma, and then Dawn comes in to stop that in what I think is a very cool way where he yeets the sword from time to time to stop the attacks that he's doing, including what I thought was a very interesting tactic where when Baku tries to use the Hisatsu where he summons the lightning and everything, Sieg throws the sword in the way of the lightning bolt, which then draws it over to it, acting like a lightning rod. That was a very creative way. That was very creative. I thought that was cool.
Very big brain.
And then we see Dawn use his finisher to the punish shoot, which looks very similar to Ryuki's final ride. And the way he kills the monster is trapping it in a spot, and then around him, pieces of a fucking Iron Maiden come out of the ground and then clamp onto it and finish it off. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That was savage.
But yeah, no, I think Sieg...
Kage clarifies what's happening. So Sieg is just a fucking chaos agent. He just wants random bullshit to happen. So he wants Nox to stay trapped in the dream so that he can do more fun dream bullshit. So he put Shadow in a cage with the other nightmares in order to stop him from having a chance to get out. But then, just because fucking chaos energy, the Shadow won the Fight Club round. It's like, all right, you've won your freedom, go out and play. But even then, he still doesn't necessarily want Nox to get out. So he gets in. But then why does he kill the fucking Shadow Nightmare? Things are... It's starting to get confusing.
I know. Well, I think that's the whole point. Sieg is just this like unexpected variable in this like story.
I guess you could say he's an agent of chaos.
Yes, exactly. He's a chaos agent. So like this guy's throwing himself in, apparently fully aware of everything that's transpired in Baku's dream, and now what he's doing is Baku's trying to prevent his premonition from coming true, and now Sieg is also just trying to throw his hat in and make things even worse, so even more shit gets fucked up.
The dichotomy of it is fun to think about, because Baku's like, I want my dream to not happen because that ended badly, and Sieg is like, okay, I also want your dream to not happen because I want something worse to happen for the lulz.
Oh, just God, them making the first half of the show a dream was like the coolest fucking thing they've done.
It's so any cool. Other show, I'd be pissed, but it's too on brand for them to not do it.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, Sieg and Zets reminded me of Savitar from Vegas. You know what? Yeah, he is kind of giving off Savitar agent energy. So like Savitar is he's a villain from Flash season 3, where like he's like a speedster from the future, and he has this really cool super like powered up suit that makes him really fast. But like spoilers, you find out that it's just Barry from the future, but he's like super corrupted because after Iris died, he just kind of lost his way.
Fun.
So he goes back in time to kill Iris in the past so that Flash can still continue on to go on doing what, like becoming Savitar or some shit. I don't remember.
Okay.
Flash show stopped being good after like the 4th season. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, the episode ends with, as they're about to finish off, or as the monster gets destroyed and they are about to like exit the dream, Sieg just like flips the channel, as it were, and puts them into a Mad Max looking dream where we get to see this like powered up version of the Wolf Shadow, and they just drive in with a bunch of mooks. It's like, hey, I thought it'd be fun for us to have a gang style dream, lol. And then the episode just fucking ends.
And the wolf like nightmare has like some kind of like VR headset on or something.
I think those are supposed to be like shades, like sunglasses. It's supposed to look more like a punk.
Oh yeah.
Maybe since the Wolf Shadow is back, this means Nox will finally get the wolf sword attachment.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Because he never got that, even though we knew it existed. This is Baki stick all over again.
Oh gee, yeah. Wow. Stop showing off shit and then having it show up like 6 months later.
It's annoying. So it looks like next episode we're gonna get to see Catastrum fight against Dawn. I'm so excited for Order! That suit looks so good!
No, but then we won't see Catastrum as much anymore. I'm sad.
What a catastrophe.
Well, Catastrum's my favorite fucking Zets form right now. It's fucking sick. It's so powerful.
Alright, so closing thoughts on Zets. I don't know how much I like Sieg so far, but hopefully he'll at least do some interesting shit later.
He's really dope. I like him a lot.
I'm very interested to see what Code does going forward.
Make notes of what Lane said for when he says hors d'oeuvre is his favorite 3 months later. Like I've seen, like we don't know what hors d'oeuvre can do yet, but I know that Catastrums is my favorite for sure, because like it's the not the berserker form, but it's just like the super strong, powerful form, and like the shit it can do is just incredible. So yeah, I'll let Ichi have Ordrum.
I'm happy for it looks like it's gonna probably have some sort of like technology themed powers.
When his debut happens, we should just have the thumbnail just be like a waiter with like a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
May I take your hors d'oeuvre?
It's just hors d'oeuvre, like it's just like a bunch of hors d'oeuvres, but it's just like you shop like hors d'oeuvre.
Oh my god!
Just hors d'oeuvres.
Let me take your hors d'oeuvre, jot them down. All right.
Say chowder. Never.
Orden. It's catastrophe.
It's catastrophe. Dochuk. Okay, so we got more Kiki, which I'm happy because Kiki's my favorite character right now. I had trouble finding like watching this episode because the or at least on my end, like the episode Gar uploaded, it like kept like skipping ahead but then skipped back and the audio was out of sync sometimes, so like kind of fucked like how I was watching the episode.
I just downloaded from now.
I will say this, Ichi, fucking every episode there's just like the side villain character, it just
the criminal of the
like,
week.
Yeah, like it's just like it's your favorite kind of characters.
Yeah,
like, this Fate guy was fucking cool.
We have our Phantom Thief Fade.
Oh, Fade, yeah, Fade.
So
was he played by someone we know? He looked familiar.
He does look familiar, but I never bothered to look up the actor.
Okay.
In terms of recurring characters, I mentioned in last week's episode that because
oh cool.
That was his TV debut. That was pretty good for first role.
Well done.
I said last week that because these this guy didn't, but because most of these criminals are getting arrested and not murdered, the table is fully open for them to come back, maybe breaking out of jail.
Yeah.
So yes, we get introduced to Phantom Kaito Fade, who gets hired by some random rich guy whose name we never learn, to find his wife and his daughter who have run off, but primarily the treasure they stole. So we're on Iota Earth, and our ladies Kiki and Koto are just like getting food, and then the daughter who we learn is named Emu, just like out of nowhere, straight up crashes into Kiki. Sorry, say again?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Emu or Emu.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so like apparently one of Kiki's traits is she just kind of like or exaggerates like everything that happens to her. So she she plants like face first in the ground. She's like, ah! And Koto's just like, she's overreacting, it's okay.
Kiki's got such interesting like personality quirks. Am I wrong, or does she seem like she might be on the spectrum?
I could see that's what I was suspecting as well, and honestly that's probably why I vibe to her so well, because like I said, like Bushido's my favorite looking Gavan, but Kiki's my favorite character so far. I fucking love Kiki. Yeah,
she's kind of girl Phillip a little bit.
Yeah.
So we discover that the mom and daughter are from the planet Papias, and they have these interesting distinctive features of these like red and black eyelashes, which I thought was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they crash into them, and as they're like picking themselves up, there's this very awkward exchange where the girl is hungry, and Kiki and Koto happen to have just gotten food. So I guess the polite thing to do is share our food that we just bought with these strangers we don't know who crashed into us.
Yeah, you've never experienced that?
No?
Oh, okay. I guess it's just me.
So let me get this straight. If a stranger on the street crashed into you, fully their fault, while you were holding food, and then you heard their stomach growl, you would offer them some of your food after they crashed into you?
Yes, it'd be a nice thing to do.
All right, cool. Glad we got that handled.
Hey, I got half an ice cap left. You want it?
Most of that's probably on the floor at this point.
Also, there's oh yeah, if I ever spilled my ice cap on the ground, I'd be very upset.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to.
Detectives technically.
Yeah, well, they're not detectives; they're forensics. But they are classified as police, so that is something we have to keep in mind about them. So yeah, they share food, and then they're like, "Oh, we have to get going to the consulate so we can get to our home planet." And of course, they're immediately sus of them because they're acting sus. So they follow them, and then like Fade confronts them. It's like, "I'm here to steal the beautiful ladies," and promptly gets kicked to the ground.
Oh yeah, no, I love she just kicks him in the fucking shin, and he's just like, oh my god, it's great.
I have a feeling he's not been a Phantom Thief for very long.
Well, no, also he just has like a thing for the dramatic. So
I love the theater kid energy. But what I'm very, very curious about and hope we see more of is his fun little device, the Imamori melter, which apparently just lets him channel the power of an Imamori. So he pulls out Kitoine, which is the optimism battery, which gives him the power to just make anything Space Jamify and stretch out. See? This is Looney Tune dimension! And it was so like low-key funny that as he's chasing them around, there's just this one sweeping pan shot of them like gently jogging across the quarry, and he's like low energy chasing them, but definitely nowhere near top speed. Just like, all right, can we not do this? And yes, it is interesting to note that the Imamori he had was a normal silver one, not a negative one. So as we do come to learn later in the episode, Fade is not necessarily a bad guy.
No.
But yeah, so his ability, I love that. My favorite thing that he does with the Imamori is basically use the powers of earthbending. He puts Koto up on like a giant pillar, and then like makes a bunch of rock walls later. It's very cool.
Yeah. Morally gray at worst. Yeah.
Yeah. So as they get cornered, Emu's emotions surge, and that's when we discover two things. Apparently, this rich man who hired Fade has been abusive and has hurt the mother. I don't think the mom's name ever gets said.
Yeah.
Which is why they're running away. But also, there was a Nega Imamori in the treasure box, which is the Yada Imamori, which is disgust. And as her emotions surge, she starts like releasing corruptive energy, which just happens to infect like a bunch of random construction guys nearby. And then like Luminous fights them and then uses the Darui emotional burst, which is sluggish, to slow them down. And then there's a scene later that they do and then don't address at all, where Fade uses the stretch powers to like gather up all of the construction dudes, yeet them straight up into the air off screen, and we never see them again. They're presumably dead. Fully innocent humans corrupted by a Nega Imamori are just gone.
They're floating in space. They're just dead in space.
The mom's name is Fuare. They definitely did not say that in the episode. Nope. Yeah, and then because we can't have an episode without our main protagonist, Infinity shows up just in time to fight the Emons that spawns and promptly murders it with the Gavarian drill in one shot later in the episode.
My favorite shit was like when I think it's Kiki, like she shows up in like the Cosmo Gavarian, like Infinity's one as like Luminous, and she shows up and like he thinks it's fucking Reiji. He's like, hey, he's so fucking taken back by it, like it's not him.
What I noticed about that scene is as Luminous gets up to the controls of the Gavarian, she says, oh, look, it's the same. So we do have confirmation that the other Gavans have their own Gavarians. Why have we never seen them? Except for inside that one room. Why can't they use their own?
Well, no, I think it's like the ship's the same, but like they just don't know they can turn theirs into a robot.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. They must, like, think about it. These are all, even though they're different dimensions, these are all the Galactic Police. So if they have their own Cosmo Gavarian, unless we're absolutely playing fast and loose with every dimension's different in weird ways, there's no reason that each other Galactic Police Federation can't also have their Cosmo Gavarian transform into the robot mode. The way it's designed screams, I can transform into a robot. There's fucking legs and arms on it. Why would they have a Cosmo Gavarian that can't transform?
No. That's the thing. I'm not disagreeing with you that it can't. It's not like a robot, but maybe they just don't know it turns into a robot.
Why would they be given that ship and not be told about how best to use it?
I don't know.
I really hope
saving it for like an epic triple mech fight.
I really hope that we're leading up to seeing several Cosmo Gavarians fighting together and each of them using different attachments. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Because think about like having them all do like a giant space fight, because from the episodes we've seen, they're absolutely going to be more space fights later. So I would love to see just like a full fleet of Cosmo Gavarians just flying through space, shooting at Maku's spaceships and shit. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
It's like in the opening scene of episode 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we get this really cool like rescue sequence where like they like the daughter's like in the ship or whatever like that, like on the edge of a cliff, and so they use like the crane to like come get down, and then they're gonna like try to like hoist it back up with the crane, but then because it like fell onto the cliff edge, jumped down onto the cliff edge, it like caused like a rock slide, and then it's like, oh shit, it's too dangerous, like we have to get back up.
I also just love that the inside of the shuttle is just a fucking bus.
Yeah, it's got like a lot of seats. Well, because it transports people.
And also, like, there's one shot where you see Emu inside the shuttle, like unconscious. But if you look at the way her body's positioned, it's, if we are to believe that she fell into that position, that the way that like step on the floor is positioned, if she fell like that, she would have absolutely snapped her fucking neck.
Well, maybe she's an alien, so maybe she has like tougher skin or something.
Sure, it's a better explanation than anything we're gonna get.
So they're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And then so I like that they have like Luminous kind of like take like the reign of like the Cosmic Gavarian for like saving her, and then they just have Infinity just like fighting the monster on the ground. It's like, okay, whatever.
It's so fun that we get to this is the debut of like the crane unit, and based on the way they phrased it, apparently they created this crane unit by like transforming some nearby actual crane equipment. So is this like Kuga style, where if they find something that is compatible in terms of shape and function, they can just transform it into a usable piece of the Gavarian fleet?
I believe it.
So they just like transform a random crane from the construction site into a Gavarian crane unit, attach it to the Gavarian as a fishing rod style attachment, and straight up fish the shuttle off of the edge of the cliff. Complete with like the like throwing into the air. It's like, oh, it's a big hole. I get it.
I get it.
Agi built extra parts on the crane off screen. Sure. Agi's just their carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they need to do off screen.
Yeah, that's how Chief made her.
Yeah, that catchphrase is getting annoying.
Yeah, no, I don't get tired of it.
So yes, the Emu and Fuwari, I guess is her name, get reunited and they're all happy. And Fade at one point is like, he's looking at his damaged melter and he's like, oh, I need to get it repaired again, which tells me there's a history with that, and I hope we learn more about that later.
Yeah.
So Koto tries to arrest Fade, but he yoinks her gun and then says he's letting the girls go, and he got the real treasure, which is the actual fucking treasure. And I love that, like, he goes to report back to the client, like the abusive husband, and it's like, oh, sorry, your wife and daughter got away, but it's okay because I got you your treasure. And he's like, that's fine, you can go. And then it turns out he gave him fake treasure, and he pocketed the actual treasure. And I thought this was leading up to, oh, so the wife and daughter stole the treasure to fund their new life when they escaped from the abusive man. So I thought this was leading up to Fade being a genuine, fully wholesome good guy, where he not only gives them a free shuttle to escape the planet, but also is going to give them the treasure anyways. But no. Fade just straight up pockets the treasure for himself.
Yeah, because he's the thief.
No, it's fine. I felt like that was the direction we were heading towards, where it's like, oh, he's like a Robin Hood style character. Steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
No honor among thieves.
It's also one thing that's I also kind of thought way too hard about is, so in the scene where they're like at this food truck that apparently serves as Fade's day job, where he just like is the server at this food van or whatever. So everyone's there eating, and then he's just like, oh, excuse me, miss, there's an anonymous gift for you here. A fucking space shuttle.
So, oh, look, this shuttle that's conveniently taking you where you need to go.
And like, weren't they already gonna go to the consulate or whatever the fuck? Didn't they already have a way to get off the planet? What? I'm blown away that this mom and daughter who just went through this traumatic scenario where they were escaping the clutches of an abusive man are just fully ready to trust this, as far as they know, complete fucking stranger who just hands them a spaceship for a reason that doesn't get explained to them.
Okay, but we have to get to the more...
For all they know, that space shuttle could be taking them to prison somewhere. And they're just like, yeah, let's get on.
No, he probably arranged it.
No, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. I'm sure it's all on the level. But they don't know that. They assume it. There's no reason for them to think that that's taking them to safety.
They're fine.
I'm suspicious of everyone.
No. But anyways, the more important and funny thing is Kiki like thanks Reishi for like all of his help and stuff like that, and then proceeds to give him this gesture which he like copies back at her to be like, you know, respectful and stuff. And Kodo just runs the fuck over and just goes, hey, wherever the fuck you're pulling, mister, none of that shit. Get out of here. She's my partner. And she runs off with her, and she's like, wait, what the fuck does that mean?
So is that like okay? Is that like that okay looking gesture
with Reggie?
Yeah, is that okay gesture some sort of like romantic intent in Iota Earth?
Yeah. So I don't think Kodo saw Kiki do it to him, but she saw Reggie do it to her. So I think Kiki's got a crush on Reggie, but Kodo doesn't know that.
There's definitely more to uncover here in this relationship that they have, because whatever,
I think
Kiki did it first to Reiji, so either she's stupid or she likes him.
No, it's okay. Here's my theory.
Sorry, I misspoke. So, I'm not going to say Kiki's stupid. This might tie back into her being autistic, because like what could be at play here is she's done that. It's safe to assume that she and Kodo have done that gesture at each other a fair amount. It's safe to say that Kiki and Kodo have done that gesture at each other enough, and that they've been friends plus for long enough that Kiki just has that gesture in her mind as, oh, this is something nice you do to someone that you like, and not in the like romantic sense, just like in the generic, like you are a person who is good sense. So I think it's her doing it to him in a perfectly innocent way, just to be like, I trust you now. But Koto is fully on the no. We only do that because we're in lesbians, even if Kiki doesn't realize that.
No, that's what I was about to say, is that I think Kodo has a big crush on Kiki, and Kiki's just oblivious to the fact.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening.
100%. Yeah, so me, Ellie. Oh, Ellie's Kiki! Oh my god!
I'll do the gesture with you, sweetie.
Anyways, I fucking love Kiki. She's my favorite character. She's adorable as shit, and she looks really fucking cute in those shorts. Oh my god.
I'm looking forward to more love, quote unquote, triangle hijinks between the three of them going forward. I hope we expand on this.
Kaguya, just Kiki and I are married now. Kiki, we are.
What's marriage?
Like married, like married, like in a story. And Koda's like, oh,
Just like
God.
Philip style goes into the tank and just Googles the fuck out of marriage to try and understand it.
Gives her like a ring to propose to her, and she's like, "Oh, it's a friendship ring."
Oh,
No,
maybe that's where the gesture
yes,
came from. Maybe the circle in the gesture represents the ring.
Maybe. Anyways, it was super funny, and that was like the biggest thing I took from this episode. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah."
But anyways, yeah, I love Kiki and Kodo. Like, I didn't know I was gonna love these two as much as I do, but I'm so glad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, autism oblivious is a thing that happens to me all the time. That's why, like, a big thing with autistic people is that, like, when someone's making a joke at us, like, we don't realize it's a joke half the time. So,
I feel like you've gotten pretty good at detecting my jokes, though.
there's people. Yes, your jokes because we've been friends for so long. But
Yeah.
people, my coworkers at work and stuff, they make like serious jokes with me, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry." And they're like, "Oh no, Lane, I was kidding." I'm like,
My leg's are already broken.
break your leg. Okay.
My leg's are already broken.
I have, yeah, my right leg's like a piece of flesh on my body and has had 2 knee injuries. It's not fun.
Yeah, Ali has some difficulties as well.
Yay! See, Allie's great.
I think you guys are alternate dimension Cosmo layer versions of each other.
No, I think Allie's like the like, I'm just gonna say, not saying girlfriend, but like girlfriend I never knew I needed. So, anyways.
So yeah, the episode ends with
Great
some
episode.
rando in a warehouse trying to use the Moika Imor gear, which is the defeat one, and then is promptly defeated by it. And then we see Death Gavan walk in and take it. So clearly he's doing Imor gear experiments, and he's the main villain.
Oh, and I saw his broken the eye that's under the broken part of his visor glow, and I was like, oh, so cool.
It's pretty cool. And next week is gonna be his focus episode.
Hell yeah! That's my other favorite like suit is like Bushido's is number 1 because it's like so cool looking in silver, but like I love the damage look on Death Gavan. It's so cool.
Battle damage Gavan.
I got diagnosed last year after punching my insurance in the face. Wait, what?
All right, so closing thoughts.
I'm still enjoying the show. Like I said, I love Kiki. Kiki's the best. I need more Kiki, please. Like Luminous is cool, but I want more Kiki.
Yeah, they're very fun. I'm looking forward to more hijinks between them, and I'm interested to see how Setsuna and Kiki and Koda are going to interact because they'll eventually meet each other, I think.
Oh God! When she finds out Setsuna is a fucking robot, she's gonna lose her shit.
I must analyze
you. Can I fucking take you apart?
Robor.
Koda's gonna be like, no, Kiki, take me apart. What?
Damn.
I would love if this show had the balls to do it. Just Kodo makes just all these like sexual innuendos around Kiki.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
That would be so fucking funny.
So fucking funny, dude.
She just drops pickup lines and Kiki's fully oblivious.
Oh man, I want this so badly. I want you. What? Nothing?
I want you so badly. Well, you want me to what? That's a Clone High joke.
Let's go get ramen. Yay, ramen! It really is. Like it's the normie with like the autistic friend.
No, I said let's get like raw, man. What?
And it's just it's just them like the autistic friends just like says something and they're just like, I love you. Like you're adorable.
I feel like this is gonna be an ongoing joke for us going forward, and Emily's not gonna like it.
it's okay. Like, I understand. It's like, she's like, oh, you guys are wrong, but like, no.
They're just roommates. All right.
Let's Sentai Daishikkaku. More school hijinks.
Yeah. So
also, my favorite shot from both these episodes that we watched was the shot wherein there's people leaving because they don't want to fucking listen.
That's a fun shot.
I always love hearing that when we start a feature topic. We just hear how many people leave. It's like, oh, I don't want to hear this.
Well, I mean, I'm on streamer mode, so I don't hear it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, my favorite shot in these two episodes was when like we see like Fighter D like open a pop can, and it's from like the perspective of inside the can of him like opening it from the inside. It was just a really cool shot.
It has the same vibe of like Stan from Space Jam looking down the golf hole.
Yeah. And then like it's funny, he hits his head on the machine, the vending machine, and he causes it to like drop more items. And he's like, "Oh shit, I think I'm littering." And then like that's when like the other guy like figures out, he's like, "Oh wait, we can break the school rules as long as no one sees us breaking them."
That was interesting because like he definitely said the words like whatever, I don't remember the actual Japanese words, but he said the words that translates to "that's against the school rules," which usually triggers the reset. So just to catch people up, for anyone who might not have seen this or because it's been a while. So the current arc that we're in, Fighter D and Hisui from the Green Squadron and their like informant Chidori get trapped in this like illusionary alternate world version of a school that is populated by people who have gone missing in the real world. And they discover that they are in the domain of one of the boss monsters, Magatia, the snake. So they're trying to get everyone out and also kill Magatia.
That was a sick design.
I love, we only see him once in these two episodes, but like I love that with the one time we see Magatia show up, he's like full snake head man, but in like a fucking like a high school tracksuit. It's like he doesn't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah.
And like the whole premise of the first episode, at least most of it is, so they run into the principal of the school, who is Kyosuke Wakaba, who is one of Hisui's former associates in the Green Squadron who went missing. And they assume, because he's the one presumably in charge of everything, they assume that he is Magatia in disguise because he's the principal of the school. Why would you not? But as we come to discover over these two episodes, this is not Magatia. This is actual Wakaba from the Green Squadron. He's just pissed off at everybody. And he wants this dimension to be a safe haven for people who don't want to fight, who want a world without monsters and without the Sentai.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the first of these two episodes were what we watched, episodes 15 and 16. 15 is them trying to figure out how to get around these resets every time a rule gets broken, or if a day goes by without a rule getting broken, the day resets, everyone's trapped in a time loop. People are, the squadron who got in here is slowly getting hypnotized and becoming part of it, losing their memories. In this episode, Usakubo has already succumbed to it, so she just thinks she's a regular student, even though she's wearing a fucking Green Squadron outfit and nobody questions it. Not one person asks any of the people in the Green Squadron uniforms, hey, why aren't you wearing the actual school uniform?
I say this every single time we talk about this anime. I can't stop looking at her boobs.
Oh, Usakubo?
This is really... Yeah, she has this really big boobs. I'm just like, every time she's on screen, I'm just like, I'm just like, I just go into like man mode where I'm just like, oh, I can't help it. And like, I just like how in these two episodes, like how progressively more pissed off Fighter D just keeps getting. Because like everyone keeps assuming like where his like what his motivation and his allegiance is, and he just gets pissed off how people just keep assuming what he wants, and he's like, no, I don't care about any of you people.
This show has
these people.
One of the appeals of this show is one of the same appeals I get from the Overlord Overlord anime, where whoever the main character is fighting against, they'll spit out their whole plan and philosophy and their monologue, and then the main character just goes, I don't fucking care, and then murders them.
No. That's all I noticed in these 2 episodes, was she was just like, everyone's just assuming his shit. And he's just like, no, it's not what I don't care.
He's not fighting for the Sentai. He's snuck into them to take them apart from the inside. He's not fighting for the boss monsters against the Sentai. He just wants everyone to fuck off. He hates the Sentai for murdering his friends, but he also hates the boss monsters for abandoning them to their fate. So the main character just goes, fuck everybody. I'm going to kill everyone. I don't care about the rando Earth dweller, surface dweller humans. I'm not here to rescue people. I just want the couple of humans that I give a tiny amount of a fuck about, and I want to murder all of the boss monsters and the Power Rangers. Because fuck those guys. And you have to respect it.
Yeah. No, I love him. And then I forgot the other guy, like the white-haired dude.
Chidori?
Yeah. So he brings out this like thing called, like, I think it was called like the greed eye.
Yeah, so because he's an informant and he does, like, you know, spy ops missions, he has his 7 tools of the trade, and we see his greed eye, which is a robot lizard, and then also his envy medicine, which is a fucking gun. So based on those, it's safe to assume that he has 7 different tools named after the 7 deadly sins. I don't remember if we see the rest of them. But yeah, so he has this robot lizard that he puts on a set of VR goggles for, or augmented reality, I guess, and then like can have the thing run around and use it to spy and scan things. What I'm curious about is, and I also, it's been so long since I watched this, I don't remember, when he first pulls out the greed eye and you see him put on the goggles, he scans Fighter D with them. So I don't know if in that moment he figured out who D really is, because he's still in disguise as Sakurama.
I honestly, like, I like to think everyone fucking knows that he's like a mook. They just don't care.
Oh, I mean, Gato definitely didn't, because there was that whole scene where he revealed himself to him and fought him later. But then after that, Gato doesn't reveal to everyone else that D's a fighter. So that, like, thank God he didn't, because that maintains his infiltration disguise, but it also feels like a missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But one of the other things that happens through a bunch of these scenes in these 2 episodes is what I like to refer to as the Bleach factor in this, in that when Hisui and Wakaba fight each other, they pull out their divine artifacts, which absolutely feel like Zanpakuto from Bleach. Wakaba has a little arm buckler, which is O Kuninushi no Kami, which gives him the power to earthbend. Weird coincidence, given the Gavan episode. And then Hisui's weapon is Ukemochi no Kami, which is just literally the power to eat things.
It's a fucking visored power.
It does kind of feel like a visored thing. It is kind of a mask.
It looks like a hollow mask.
And apparently it not only eats things, but it can do so at range, which is terrifying.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, she's a very terrifying character. So.
Yeah.
And then we get some like flashback about her when she was a little girl, and
yeah, so
I kind of zoned out for a little bit of that.
She lost her. The important bullet points are her parents died when she was young, so she got adopted by her best friend's family, and also as a result of the incident where her parents died, she started talking to this guy Ishikawa from the Sentai, and that's how that ramped up into her joining the Green Squadron even at the age of 12, which is why she's younger than everyone else. And apparently the reason Wakaba is pissed off at everybody is because his commanding officer Tokiwa basically consigned everyone to being murdered by the villains in a previous encounter. So he goes, all right, well, you're not a responsible leader. Fuck this whole organization. I'm gonna wrap myself in this illusionist world that I've been caught into. So he's just fully on Magatia's side and just maintains this illusionary school for him. And speaking of humans being fully complicit in the affairs of monsters, the teacher Gato we discover was apparently like a military soldier who was so tired of fighting that he also fully agreed to manage this illusionary hypnotic time loop school. Crazy what trauma will do.
Yeah, trauma can make you do really weird things.
Yeah. So the crux of episode 16 is finding out that Wakaba is not Magatia that everyone assumed mistakenly because he was the guy presumably in charge. But they don't get into in this episode who Magatia is disguised as. I believe that's the next episode. Even though we did see Magatia undisguised in like one shot where he walks in the tracksuit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give it away too much, but if you were paying attention to voices, you might be able to figure out who he was.
Okay.
So then we get this scene where like the two cops who are investigating the disappearances in the earlier episodes find their way into the school, and then they're trying to like distract Gato while they're fighting him, and there's this one scene where the cop is like, I read yaoi manga, and then tries to kiss Gato in order to cause a rule break reset.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I was like, what the fuck?
And fucking Gato's like, you stole my first kiss. I'm like, bro.
First kiss? Oh no.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll reset the time loop and it won't count. So, and then as one of the cops is fighting Gato, it turns out that was D in disguise. He swapped out with him while he was on the toilet.
Yep.
So the episode ends with them with D and Hisui teaming up to take Wakaba down, but obviously Magatia is still the threat here. Oh, and there's this like vague B plot going on at the end of the two episodes where there's some random terrifying kaiju attacking a zoo and eating animals and people. And Red Keeper's inconvenienced because it interrupts his Red Keeper appreciation event, and he gets pissed off about it.
Yep, sounds like Red Keeper.
And then, like, as Draggy tells him to go investigate the event, he gets like, I can't believe people are getting angry at us on social media. Dude.
This guy's such so Homelander. It's
absolutely.
Like nuts.
Absolutely. So next episode is called Arrival of Green, and if that's the episode I think it is, it's going to be a fun one.
Whoa, because Green's going to show up too?
I believe so. I don't know if it's the next actual episode, but it is very soon. So yes, I'm very much enjoying this arc of like the Green Squadron trapped in the school. There's some very fun twists and turns with the plot, and watching everyone slowly become more and more succumbed to the erasure is very fun. Again,
my favorite is just Fighter D, just like so aggravated. He's just like, I don't give a fuck about any of you. Maybe these two.
For a second, I thought you said swag-ravated. Like, whoa.
Yeah, he is swag-rated.
Swag-ravated. But yeah, that's about it for these two episodes. Very fun.
Yeah,
I thought.
Pretty cool.
I know Gar has his problems with the season, considering it's not as good as the manga. But I don't read the manga, so I don't have the comparison.
I think it's just like it's not paced very well.
Yeah. But I do remember there being some very hype things happening later in the season, so I'm hoping that anyone watching will give it a chance and continue watching. All right, that is going to be Castranger for the week.
The week.
All right, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Ooh, this is fun. Next week we're going to be talking about the first episode of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Oh, hell yeah. I've been waiting for us to talk about this.
I have been avoiding this show because I wanted to experience it first as a Castranger topic.
Yeah, Gar actually bought like a set of like the rider masks that like he wears. So I own one. So it's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to our currently active patrons. Blaze, Armorhide, Midas the Fool, Locke, whatever, and Vegas only once. I guess he fixed that issue with his accounts. All right, very cool. Thank you all for helping us. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.poppy.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool shit. Let us know what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. Thank you for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. And we will see you next week.
Stay lesbian.